Zambia's Constitutional Court has approved President Edgar Lungu's bid for a third term in office. The court ruled that President Lungu can stand in for presidential elections due in 2021, as he would not be breaching a constitutional two-term limit. It said in its ruling that this was because Mr. Lungu's first period in office lasted only 1 year and 6 months when he took over after the death in office of the previously elected President Michael Sata. Mr. Lungu argued that the Constitution says a president is only deemed to have served a term if he is in office for at least 3 years. 17 people have been killed in 2 attacks by a militant group in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. The regional army spokesperson said 5 of the killings in the troubled Beni region near the Ugandan border happened during an attack on barracks in the village Paida. The government has often blamed Allied Democratic Forces militants for kidnappings, robberies and kidnappings, but sometimes it's unclear who the true assailants are. ADF is an armed group formed in late 1990s by a puritanical Muslim sect in the Rwenzori Mountains of western Uganda. Meanwhile, the DRC's Minister for Public Health says 12 health workers in the country have died of the deadly Ebola disease. They are part of a group of 44 health workers who have been infected with the virus. This is a worrying development for those working to contain the virus, which has now spread to dozens of towns in the east of the country. Since the outbreak began in July, 273 people are believed to have died from Ebola, while an experimental vaccine administered to 4,000 people has helped save lives, according to officials. The presence of armed groups in the affected provinces of North Kivu and Ituri continues to make the response challenging. To security matters now, Saudi Arabia has pledged €100 million to Africa's Sahel region. Saudi State Minister for African Affairs Ahmed Katan said the funds is to support top investment programs. The announcement was made at a donors meeting for the 5 members Sahel group held in Mauritania. The other countries making up the Sahel group are Burkina Faso, Chad, Mali and Niger. The medical charity Doctors Without Borders says it has been forced to end migrant rescue operations in the Mediterranean carried out by its vessel Aquarius. The charity says sustained attacks on search and rescue by EU states is its reason for ending operations. Italy's Interior Minister Matteo Salvini has welcomed the move, tweeting, "Fewer sailings, fewer landings, fewer deaths, that's good." Aquarius has been stuck in Marseille since its registration was revoked. It has helped save migrants making the dangerous crossing to Europe from Libya and elsewhere, but has faced strong opposition, especially from Italy. Back here in Nigeria, a fresh batch of 193 Nigerians who were stranded in Libya is returned courtesy of the International Organization for Migration. The acting zonal coordinator of NEMA, Mr. Segun Afolayan, explained in a statement that the assisted voluntary returnees arrived on board chartered Tunisia Airlines, which touched down in Lagos around 8:32 p.m. yesterday. He gave the breakdown of the returnees as 96 females, comprising 81 adults and 15 children, while 97 of them were males, made up of 87 adults and 10 children. Meanwhile, the new Southwest Commander of NAPTIP, Mr. Daniel Atokolo, asked the returnees to join the fight against human trafficking by disclosing the identities of all those involved in the trafficking of Nigerians.